going on, everybody? John here back at Elkhorn Motors Ford, and today I'm bringing you part 2 of the Ranger update. About 2 days ago we did receive information that the order banks are now open, so we can put in orders for the Ranger. As far as going for the consumer, they can go on Ford.com and actually build a Ranger, price it out, see all the specs and stuff like that. So most of this information is going to be a couple days old, but not everybody knows this, so I'm just bringing you the information here on my channel. Most of the information we already know: XL, XLT, and Lariat. The models I'm going to kind of go over today are the XLT and Lariat. The XL is pretty self-explanatory as far as what the truck is. It's a basic truck. It's a work truck. I'm sure mostly everybody has seen what the Ranger is going to look like. But let's start off with start off a little bit with the XL. The XL starting price point is $25,000, around there. And again, not too many added options with that truck. It is going to be a basic, smaller truck. We'll probably get quite a bit of those sold, but moving on to the XLT model, there is going to be 4x2, 4x4, which we kind of already knew. Box sizes are going to be Super Cab is going to be a 6-foot box, and the Super Crew is going to be a 5-foot box. Moving on down the list from that, 2.3 liter EcoBoost and 10-speed automatic transmission that they have in the F-150s. The only bit of information we do not have at this point is payload pack or payload, what it can haul, and also how much it can tow. We do not have the specs on that yet, but everything else is out there. Again, if you guys want to go on Ford.com, go to future vehicles, click on the Ranger, and you can build and price one out. Moving down the list on the XLT, now there's about 3 different trim levels for the XLT. You can get a pretty basic XLT, which will kind of compare to your XL, but a couple extra options. Then moving up, there's 2 other trim levels. With that, you have your pretty basic truck, and then adding on packages, or I shouldn't say adding on packages, moving up in those packages, the 302A is what they're calling it, kind of similar to the F-150, but you get your bigger touchscreen, your Sync 3. The cool thing now with the Ranger is too, that they don't have on any other vehicle, is the Sync Connect. And I have talked about this in my other vehicles, but what that is you can start, unlock, and lock your vehicle from anywhere using your phone. The nice thing with all the other with all the other vehicles, they actually have to have Sync 3 in them, or most of them have Sync 3 with that Sync Connect, which is that touchscreen. With the Ranger, it does come standard with the Sync Connect. So if you get an XLT or above, you will have that Sync Connect in there, but you will not have the touchscreen. If you get the loaded, or per se the top of the line XLT, you'll have your touchscreen and cloth seats. If you want leather in the Ranger, you will have to move up to the Lariat. We've put in a couple orders already now, and there's been a couple customers that want leather that have to move to the Lariat. You cannot get leather in the XLT. Moving down the line from that, a couple added options now. We're moving on to the added options. You get your standard spray and bed liner, the Sport Appearance package, which is kind of similar to what the F-150 has. They have a Sport Appearance package on that. Then you get your FX Off-Road package, which is a little more off-roady suspension and skid plates underneath your vehicle. So a couple of the off-road packages there. Let's see what else we got here. We got remote start, kind of your basic things. The other thing we caught today that you cannot get on the Ranger, well, as of right now, is a moonroof. We had a customer that wanted a moonroof. They do not have that on the Ranger as of right now. I would say they're probably not going to have it, as they're looking towards having that be an off-road truck, and if they were to have that, they would already have it already, because it's something that's already out there. 3 more options that I want to point out on the XLT is your trailer tow package, which is an add-on. And I was playing around online this morning and with our build system, and in our build system it has trailer tow 1. Now I'm pretty sure if you order a Ranger it's going to have a hitch on it, but when you go on the Ford website it doesn't show that. It only adds the trailer tow package, which then gives you your class 5 trailer tow hitch and your wiring harnesses. So that's something I have to play around with and kind of dig a little bit more to see if when you order a Ranger, if you want trailer towed, you have to add that package on depending on what you're hauling. I would say as of right now, you're probably, if you want the hitch, you're going to have to order the trailer tow package in order to get the hitch on there. Otherwise, I don't think it will come with one. The next option I want to bring up is the tech package, which gives you adaptive cruise control and navigation. So unlike the other vehicles where if you get a tech package it's quite a big list of things, in the Ranger it's just those 2 things. And actually when you go to Lariat, those 2 things change because you automatically get navigation for the Lariat. So I believe it's adaptive cruise control and one other thing in the Lariat, but we'll go over that in just a couple minutes. So that's really about it for the XLT, and we did price out a fully loaded XLT today with pretty much everything on it, and it came to $39,000. So these Rangers are not going to be cheap. I know they're going to sell. Everybody's been waiting for them. They've been hyping it up. It's going to be an awesome vehicle. But with the rebates that Ford offers on their F-150s right now, you're going to be pretty close in price to getting a brand new F-150 compared to a Ranger. But people live and love these, or sorry, live, I don't know why I said that. People love these new Rangers. They've been waiting for them for a long time, so I don't see a problem with that. Last but not least, the Lariat trim level. What you're going to get with that is your Sync 3, your big touchscreen. You're going to get leather seats. You're going to get a couple cosmetic things that you wouldn't with XLT. You know, with most vehicles, when you move up in trim, a lot of it's looks. You know, your wheels and stuff change. But with the Lariat, you're going to get, the biggest thing is the leather heated seats. So you'll have heated seats in that. Along with your leather heated seats, you're going to get a couple other things, but there's really not a whole lot more other than your looks and your comfort stuff moving up to the Lariat. There was one thing I was wrong on. The tech package in the XLT and the Lariat are both navigation and adaptive cruise control. If you do get a fully loaded Lariat, there are 2 different trims. You can get a base Lariat and the top of the line. With the top of the line, you get a couple added extra things. You get the remote start included, and you get rain sensing wipers included as well. So adding on that tech package, or I should say that tech package is included on the top of the line Lariat package. It's not an added option like the XLT. So you will get navigation, you'll get your adaptive cruise. One other thing I forgot to bring up, and we've been kind of discussing this back and forth here at our work, is if we order this or not, and we don't know because of the size of the truck. It is bigger, but you can add as an added option running boards. You can get chrome, depending if you get the chrome package on the vehicle, or if you go with the sport appearance package, you can get a black running board. Now, it's supposed to be a smaller truck. Our F-150s without running boards is kind of difficult to get into, but it all kind of, I think it all depends on who's you know, what kind of customer we're going to get ordering, you know, if they're taking it off-roading, if they're going to use it for that kind of a thing. Most people don't want running boards. So there is that. Spray and bed liner, like I said before. That's really about it. And the Lariat pricing is, you know, that's up over 40. A fully loaded Lariat's going to probably be around $44,000. So incentives on these probably when they come out, obviously with it being a brand new vehicle, brand new introduction, they're not going to have crazy incentives like they do on the F-150s right away. I think Ford knows they're going to sell them. I know they're going to sell them. It's going to be a sweet truck all around. So that's really about it for the Ranger Part 2 update. There may be a 3 and a 4, maybe just a 3, but I am going to Vegas in October for the reveal of the Ranger and Bronco. So I will actually be able to see both of those. I've heard security is pretty tight there, so I'm not guaranteeing anything, but that may be part 3. If it's not part 3 is going to be when we actually get delivered the Ranger. I might do a small video if I find out what the trailer tow is and what payload capacity is. I know I've had a lot of questions on my part 1 video about that, but I looked today and it's still to be determined. So maybe I'll come back with something with that if I get a little bit more information, but as of right now, we have all the information. We have all the colors. All the colors are pretty standard except for that Sabre one that you see, which is that orange color. We're not a fan of it here. If you guys are, that's great. I think it'll be an interesting color, but it's definitely different. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you have any questions down below, leave me some questions, call me out on anything. Like I said, I got all the information probably about yesterday, and the order bank's open and we've been playing around with that. But please like and subscribe. Again, my name's John at Elkhorn Motors Ford. If you're new here, I do videos on all the new Ford vehicles, all the new technology that Ford comes out with, and I try to do it as fast as possible so you, the customers, can have that at your leisure before most people know about it. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.